First of all, how has the group been after that win on the weekend?
Yeah, good. I think the group's been very positive. I think the energy has been very high this week so far, and when you're winning, I think it's a lot easier to fix things as well that didn't work so well within the game. So, no, the week's been good. The boys have been working very hard the last couple of days, and today we'll get a good tactical session in and see how they go.
What do you put the run of form down to? Because a lot of people, I feel like it was the same as, I know you weren't here last season, but beginning of last season felt like everyone was riding the Sky Blues off, and then they kind of came good, got to the finals. It feels like it's kind of happening again.
Yeah, look, when I've come in, I think I've been here for 12 or 13 weeks, and we've tried to have changed the way that we want to play, and it's not easy changing the mentality and behaviours, but the players have been very good in that sense, and it's a process to get there as well. Things don't happen overnight, like when you tweak things and when you change things, but the boys have been good in that sense, and there's times in the games that you see that we're very good in those moments, and there's times where we definitely need to improve as well. And the group, like I said, has been good in that sense. And for us, like, winning games is very important, but also we want to be entertaining at the same time.
Well, it was a very entertaining week of A-League's just gone. Did you catch any of the other games?
Yeah, we watch every other game, and look, the A-League is very entertaining. It's a league that you sometimes cannot work out on who's doing what on that day, but that's the great thing about football.
How's Paddy? I know he's young. I just ask because I always wonder if the young ones pay attention to what's being said on social media. How has the group gotten around him?
Yeah, look, the group has got around him quite good. I had a chat with him this morning again. Look, people forget that he's still 21. He's still very young, and these moments are going to happen. It won't be the first. It won't be the last. But obviously, some comments and some messages that have been sent to him have been quite disgraceful, to be honest. And look, and I had a chat with him, and I understand that we live in the public eye, but also what they don't see is the side of where he's had a stress fracture in his ankle for quite a few weeks, and he's been playing through it with the pain. But unfortunately, he's made it worse in this game, and now we'll lose Paddy for possibly 12 weeks. So there is a lot of work that goes in behind the scenes, and it's very unfortunate for him, the timing of it as well. But like I said, the players always wear their heart on their sleeve, and they want to do the best for the club and the fans and the supporters and all the sponsors as well that partake in this competition. So it's a little bit disappointing on that end for Paddy, but. Like I said, we had a good chat this morning about it, and sometimes, there's going to be negative comments, but, sometimes you've got to wear it as a badge of honour as well.
I know from personal experience, other people can easily say, like, don't read the DMs, don't pay attention to the hate, but, like, it's hard.
It's hard, especially for a young guy that who's only 21 at the moment to not, especially if they're direct messages straight into your inbox, not to be able to read them. But like I said, for me, the intent of the players is always to go out there and perform at their best and make it a spectacle. And these moments are going to happen within the game. It won't be the first and last, but I think these things need to be a lot more respectful.
When did he get the stress fracture? Sorry, I hadn't heard of the stress fracture yet. Is this the first we're talking about it? Or?
No, well, he's had a problem with his ankle for the last probably 3 or 4 weeks, and he's been able to play through it and get through it. But I think in the last game, I think he's aggravated it even more. So he's in a boot at the moment with crutches, unfortunately for Woody. Like I said, timing in football is never great, but like I said, these are all learning moments for players, and unfortunately he'll possibly be out for 12 weeks.
Joel, will he be making a return anytime soon?
Joel's started to be modified with the group this week, so he's joined in parts of the session, not fully training at the moment, but we're hoping possible 2 weeks' time that Joel and Jack will be available.
Sorry, everyone.
All my questions.
I guess, what do you make of the Reds? They've had a bit of an up and down season.
Yeah, look, it's been pretty inconsistent for Adelaide at the moment. They're scoring goals, but they're conceding goals at the same time. I think when we played them last, it was another great game, a 4-3 loss, unfortunately for us on that day. But yeah, look, for us, the focus is on us, on how we want to do things and how we want to break them down and how we want to stop them from creating those moments. And we make sure that we win our home games.
Just one as well. Does it give you pride, the fact that with the squad, no matter who's playing, they're doing a job for you with the amount of injuries we've had, that you're able to call upon any number of the boys to come up on the day?
Yeah, look, suspension and injuries provide opportunities for players to come in and build careers, and we had the opportunity to throw in Hayden last week, a player that's come through our academy, and we had two very young central defenders playing in the game, and I thought they did a great job in that game. So it's great that we have that depth with the academy as well to pull players and plug players at times, especially at a time where we have a lot of injuries. And like I said, these are the opportunities that create these moments for players to build careers.
Just quickly on the, I suppose the line between winning and entertainment. There's 30 goals scored in your 13 games in charge. That's more than 2 every game that Sydney FC scored. What's your thought process behind the sort of the winning and the entertainment factor in terms of the way Sydney FC play and the way the A-League should be perceived?
I think it's a balance. We want to win games, but we also want to do it in a way where when our fans come to the game, they actually enjoy. And I think that the way that we set up and the way that we play is quite entertaining. Both ways, when we do go to attack and when those moments where the teams do pick us off and find those moments on the other end. But like I said, winning is important, but I believe at the same time when the fans are paying X amount of dollars to come and watch the players play, I think they need to be entertained, and that's something that we definitely thrive off in the way that we want to play and the playing style that we have.
And just very quickly again on Pat Wood, you mentioned that he's played through the pain barrier for a number of weeks now and obviously aggravated it against Central Coast, and then he receives a lot of comments on social media. How you've mentioned that it was disgraceful, some of the comments, but in terms of Pat busting a gut, I suppose, for the team, for the fans,
Definitely.
for the club, going through the pain barrier, and for him to get those sort of comments off the back of that.
Yeah, it's never nice. It's quite poor, to be honest. I believe in that sense. A player that gives his all every time he puts on the shirt, and plays with a lot of pride. And players make mistakes, coaches make mistakes, referees make mistakes. We're all human. We're not robots. We're not going to get it right 100% every time. But for me, personally, I think it's very disappointing to be able to receive those messages.